We have Kazakh shooter Yelizaveta Bish on firing point G from India. Next up, point F. On firing point E, the Japanese shooter Nobuta too. Her teammates here to support her, looking very, very strong here. On firing point D, Olympian for India, so it's good to see her back here. On firing point, Kazakhstan again. On firing point, what she's got in store for us today. Lastly, our 8th finalist complete. Diaz is Indonesia's breakout star. She's been the most improved shooter in the Asian circuit in the last couple years. Oh, that is experience. Arshi Chaudhary. Arshi Choksi with a 10.42. A 10.7 from Nobata Misaki. She is straight out of a game here, isn't she? If you look closely, you will be able to tell all of them are kneeling on their right ankle, all the pressure on the right ankle to rest their elbow on their left knee. The left knee, the left leg is what is supporting their weight and their rifle. Difficult to find a comfortable spot in a position like that. But all of them have managed to do it pretty successfully. They look quite comfortable, quite ready. And some good shots being fired here.
But look at the accuracy from Team India right now. It is Anjum, quite a cluster from her side. Looking really precise and almost in the center of the areas. And that's the reason that the three players from Team India are all leading the scoreboard. Whereas Indonesia, not the best of the start. And Japan had a decent way to begin things off, but now the rifle is deviating a little bit more. Not the type of score that they were expecting from their end. A bit towards the left, but from Kazakh, a cluster all over the place. It is more about consistency than hitting a major shot. And Team India has been pretty consistent with this one, but Kazakh have not managed to score a single one in the center of the region. That is quite interesting. Not the best of the start that they were eyeing out for.
Focus. There is absolutely no extra movement from her. She's set in a position. You're reloading. Absolutely mechanical. So practiced. You can actually tell that every single movement is so precise. So mechanical.
Ashi Chokse, 102, 101 for Anjum Mugdal. Akriti Dhaya on 93. But the distance between the players after the top three is getting quite humongous.
Just having a look at the proning positions, they look very, very stable position. And from the data I have and the past information tells me that this is the most comfortable position for these shooters. A lot of their scores in this particular round can be near perfect.
The rifle becomes a part of your body, so the accuracy increases by a huge margin. And that's why it is said to be one of the most accurate positions to have in. The most amount of points can be scored from here, and if you are trailing behind, this is a good opportunity to make a comeback. Total of 22 minutes were given to the athletes at the start of the competition, and now, slowly and steadily with the time taking in, they are ready to take their shots. 10 shots have already been taken by them in the kneeling position, but now it is time for the prone one. And just beginning off, just look at Anjum. completely accurate, but Nobata Misaki, a silver and a bronze medalist in the Asian Rifle Pistol Championship 2026 this month itself, in this event itself, kind of struggling in the prone position. The shots are all over the place. Not what she expected to have. But Anjum on the other side, quite a good cluster in the center part. Similar things can be said from the player from Kazakh. But now just look at firing point edge. The accuracy is indeed amazing.
As per the new ISSF regulations, all these shooters get about 22 minutes to complete their first 30 shots, that is 10 in every position. So it is up to them how they manage their time, how much time they allocate for the changeovers, getting comfortable in the position, and then for each shot. So as we can tell, some of the shooters are already up to their, say, 15th, 16th shot. Nobata Misaki way ahead of the rest of the group. So is Anjum Modgil, closer to her 17th shot, while some are still on their 12th or 13th. So every shooter taking her own time, going at her own pace. And then we have on firing point G, Akriti Daya, who is leading, still sort of is, and without a mat at that. She has not used her mat for this current proning position. These 8 shooters to me look like they're ready for combat. Put them in any position, any tough situation, and they will be able to get themselves out of it alive and well.
But if you look at Bezrukova right now, just look at the accuracy that she is. This is something we have not seen from any of the individuals till now. Bezrukova from Kazakh, just perfect.
Yeah. 4 out of the 8 finalists are done with their second proning position too. Akriti's coach trying to help her with this suit, but new information just yet. The coach being able to help the athletes with their suit, their armor, their sling, and the buckles. All of it is as per the new.
They are on the second position right now with Shilzenko, 205.3 for her. Akriti Daya sitting on the top with 206.2, -2 with 201 on Ashi Chokse.
Shots. While the other Kazakh shooter is currently second on the leaderboard. Shilzenko is already
Another 10.5 from Bakru Zoa from Kazakhstan. That has been a really good start from her. And now with these points, there is a big possibility that she is gonna increase the standings in the overall leaderboard. Because other players are having quite a rough time, especially Anjum Mukhtil from India, a 9.6. But a 8.5, the lowest we have seen till now from Shulzenko, again, a Kazakh shooter.
we are probably going to witness some switch up in the leaderboard, some shuffling, at least what it looks like so far. But only time will tell. After all the 10 shots are done, only then will we finally know who has emerged on top after this very grueling round on standing position.
Melvinskaya, quite a scattered trajectory from her. A 10.7 in the recent, getting closer in the scoreline, but the overall standings is still quite far out. But another 10.2 from Bezrukova of Kazakh. Pretty consistent in there, but Anjum not having the accuracy she needs in the standing position. Another 9.6.
The shooters will be feeling the pressure now as we close to the last 5 shots in this standing position, because they know what follows. A double elimination after these 30 shots being fired. So this is the point where they start feeling the nerves, because they know they've got to make up for all the lost.
Nobata Misaki, who had won a 10.1, but Ashi Choksey a 10.7 from her end, the highest one in this regards. A 10.7, almost hitting the bullseye, and then following up with a 10.2. Keeping consistency is the key to finish on the podium, and Ashi Choksey is able to keep that.
Japan and Indonesia are looking like they're in trouble. They haven't been able to move up the leaderboard since the proning position and find themselves at the bottom. Both Nobata Misaki and Kusuma Varda. They're not going to be happy with that. And I'm finding it almost funny that it's only 2 nations fighting in the top 6. So both the countries know they're going to be walking away with medals. They just don't know who, which shooter, and which medal.
Shulzenko right now leading the scoreboard with 287.6. The overall top 3 and hitting a precise 10.6 as well to follow things up. Anjum Mugdal a 10.2 from her end, and pretty the highest one indeed. A 10.6 from Shulzenko, another Kazakh shooter.
Band for band, Japan and Indonesia, Misaki, Nobata and Diaz. On 7 and 8, we will be doing a single shot from now on. After every shot, one of these shooters will be eliminated. So the pressure, Mr. Putt giving the commands there.
10.2, making sure that scoreline remains intact. But again, the distance that Shulzenko has on the overall scoreboard, it's quite humongous, and Ashi Choksey, she has to score certain...
Alina Malinovska is now eliminated, but finishes on the 6th position for the 50-meter rifle 3 positions women. After every single shot that is fired. Currently at the bottom on 5th position is Ashi Choksey.
Anjum Mugdal starting off with a 10-pointer, and this time around it looks like that everybody is kind of fatigued, but Ashi Choksey a 10.6.
Ashi Choksey has managed to keep herself safe and end up on 4th position, and instead on 5th place, the one to be eliminated from Kazakhstan. We are down to our top 4 finalists, and to be honest, for both those Indian, and instead on 4th position, Ashi Choksey ends her campaign right here.
Distance is quite narrow, I would say, but again, 31, again need a 10.5 and up, and the opponent needs to score less than 8. That is something that needs to be considered. Akriti Dahiya and Anjum fighting for the bronze among themselves, and this time the scoreline from them change any position. Secures yet another bronze. It is going to be Arjun Mugdal.
Akriti took her own sweet time with this one, with so sweet and so well, finishing bronze for the 50-meter rifle 3 positions women. The last and final shot, the decider for gold, will be going home with a silver with a 343.8. The 35th and final shot now fired.
Standings, and Shulzenko from Kazakhstan secures a gold medal for her nation, and Kazakhstan, they gets one more in the backpack.
Shubhang, that was not just a gold medal, what a world and Asian record. She has set the world record, the Asian record, and the world and Asian record for junior categories. What have we just witnessed? This is incredible history in the making, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching. You have just seen Kazakhstan shooter Shulzenko broke the world and Asian record for 50-meter rifle 3 position women at the Dr. Karni Singh shooting range in New Delhi. And with that stellar achievement, she takes home the gold medal, Akriti Daya the silver, and Anjum Motyal with a bronze medal. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.